Dobar dan svima I dobrodošli na
welcome to our press conference of
meča
Red
sa
Star
FCSB.
Belgrade.
Pred vama su
One day before the game, we have Vladan Milojević, the coach, and Mirko Ivanić, the captain. We can immediately start with the questions. So please speak in the microphone. You have the floor. There is a sound problem, actually. The journalists are complaining.
Izvolite.
So, Pavle Knežević, first question, Mr. Milojević. One of the most important matches coming in not so good moment for your team. What is the mood in the team and what are your expectations for tomorrow? Do you expect that Red Star will be inspired again with a full packed stadium? There is no sound, I'm sorry. So, good day once again. As you said it yourself, the match comes at a not very good moment for us. But the last match that we played in the Serbian League and the loss that we suffered encourages me in a way that because we played well, however, you have such matches, and on the other hand, Red Star takes the next match always as a priority. So this match is, of course, one of the more important ones. So most definitely, I expect a reaction of my players. And again, on the other hand, we'll play before our supporters, and I would like to have the best possible audience, most numerous possible audience, to support us on our path towards the League of Europe. Can I ask another question? Can you tell us of the status of Nemanja Radonjić and what is the health situation? Do you know which players will be absent due to injuries? So, before Javor, the Serbian League match, Radonjić was injured, Arnautović too, and Krunic. We had serious health issues, so we had to use many players from the youth program. Hopefully, we'll see. We have some recurrent problem. I'm not sure if we'll be able to solve them to recover some of these injured players for tomorrow to be in the roster. As for Radonjić, he is suspended by the team, actually, and everything, all the information you will receive officially from the club. Nikola Stamenić for Mr. Milojević. I'm not sure that if you have read or seen an interesting statement by the owner of Steaua Bekali that said the player, which player will play, and he said that he didn't care about the game in Belgrade. Do you believe actually that they are not interested in the match, as he said? Do you believe that this is some kind of challenge by them before the match? I'm someone who respects everyone and all the statements from the opposite team. I'm sufficiently serious, though, and we are not taking this for granted, this statement. We know who is Gigi Bekali. We all know in Serbia who he is. Do not misunderstand me, of course. nothing negative, a person that's related to the new club. I'm not sure if I will offend anyone if I say Steaua, but a person that is very controversial in his country, but everywhere in Europe, but someone who has a clear position, that's for sure. I don't want to comment on his statement, and at the same time, we are looking ourselves and our interests. We are preparing for the match, and we believe that Steaua has a very good roster, very good players, individually, of course, and they are not perhaps in the best shape possible, best moment possible, just like us. Next question.
I'm interested in Nair Tiknizyan, and I want to ask what changes you have noticed of his game after his move to Red Star, and what aspects of the game he's progressing in the fastest. Thanks so much.
Can you say one more time the name of the player?
За kojeg igrača? Za Tikizjana.
So, you know, I believe that Tikizyan is a good player, of course. His arrival here, we didn't have players on his position. He played very well in the previous club where he played. I believe that the people from the club and we, while watching him, we estimated that he's a player that can bring some quality to us. In any case, we call him Tiki. It's a nickname. We think he can be even better. And a moment came where, of course, we are a big club. Expectations are very high. And he also played in his former club. He's a national team player, of course. And I expect sincerely to bring even more with his quality and with his game. So a question for Mirko. You, the players, did you have an internal discussion after such results and such matches? Have you had some kind of brainstorming on the eve of this incredibly important game internationally? Good day, everyone, and thank you for coming. Yes, of course, we did have several discussions, so answer is yes, this is it. Next question.
Gabriela Bratosin from Antena 1, Romania. Hello, I have two questions for Mr. Is there any player of FCSB that maybe caught your attention before this game? And FCSB comes here without some of the important players. One of them is Denis Alibek, one of the strikers, and without the goalkeeper that's usually in the first 11 because he had a red card. Do you think this can be an advantage for you, or does it matter for you?
First, I want to welcome all of our guests, all of you from our neighboring country. Of course, these are European matches and every player is motivated, of course. From my experience, I know that there is no advantage. I think that Steaua has a good roster. Every player that hasn't played so far and gets an opportunity, they will play 100%. So sometimes they can be even more motivated to show their coach that they merit their place in the first 11. But I think that the roster of Steaua is well balanced, so every player has equal qualities, in my opinion. So, well, will it be easier for us or not? I don't know. But in any case, we respect Steaua as a club and as a team, of course. A question for Vladan Milojevic. After the matches in the Serbian league, Radnički and Vojvodina, you said that you needed an analysis and the team is still a bit unsure. Do you think that the last match was exiting the crisis and that you're close to the form that you desire? I will be frank. There was a question for my player, whether they had a brainstorming session after the match, etc., etc. It's very difficult to prepare for a match when we non-stop play with different players. Myself as a coach, I have big problems because for every individual match, for example, Novi Sad, we didn't have the attacking potential. Milson also, before the match, he came back from a national team break. He was injured. Well, he did play. He was not fully recovered. We didn't have Arnautovic, Krunic. We don't have Lucic for a while. Now, Olainka left. So these are all things that we simply... Football is not just to make a team, 11 players. Sometimes... especially for the match in Ivanjica against Javor in the Serbian league, I praise my players for their character, for their sacrifice. 33 strikes against the goal, but well, we didn't score ultimately. We changed some players, substitutions with Wilson, which was not fully recovered, Zaric, a young player with a huge potential, with Damjanovic, also a young player who played the previous match against Grafičar. So these are things that are not simple. We must make new combinations and mechanisms every match. We are putting a puzzle every time. So it is all bringing to us a situation that you cannot have a rhythm that I would like to have as a coach. I'm one of the coaches that I don't like rotations. I like to have a standard roster and to be able to have continuity. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to, and we will not be able to have it until the end, probably. So the players must give 100% and we will survive. Mario Maric, Telegraph. Mr. Milojevic, to build on this, on your words, do you believe that Red Star needs reinforcements at mid-season or just better luck when it comes to injuries? And second question, are you happy with the 4 points that you have at the middle of the competition? I'm not, of course. I think that we could have more points, but these are all matches that are difficult, and the League of Europe, European matches in general, you can never know what will happen. We should have probably won more, but well, this is the situation. And about your second question, we have many matches. We play every third day, and this is what I was telling you. Generally speaking, sometimes you don't even know some things because some players are resting, but I'm not resting player. I don't have a problem with that, but simply our players play, for example, they play for the national team and they play 90 minutes. It's very, very hard. Do not forget that against Slovan we played on a very hard pitch and then we played on an artificial grass. So, and thank God, if you believe me, I'm praying to God to be injury-free until the end. Our roster is fine, but let us avoid problems with injuries. I don't know how if you know this. There was a surgery with Krunic. He didn't practice, a serious surgery. The question is whether this will be a long pause. Arnautovic came back with a serious injury. Also, Radonjic also was injured after national team. He worsened the injury against Slovan. So all these things, also Lucic was also surgery. He will not play until the end of the season. We don't have any muscle injuries, for example, or hamstrings, etc. Muscle tissue. No, these are all mechanical injuries that you simply cannot avoid sometimes. But, well, we will make it through. I believe in my players, and I'm happy with their attitude towards practice and between themselves, interpersonal relationships, and, well, I'm really happy. And, well, the rest, everything else is, well, we must work and practice, and we want to avoid injuries, as I said. Can you clarify about Krunic? There was a surgery, you said. You are referring to something that's happened in the summer or now? No, last week, actually. So Krunic will not play. Well, we'll see. Well, I'm just asking. He is practicing. You'll see him and Marco. But we have other players. Things are happening. But, well, we'll make it through. Don't worry. I'm not sure if you know about this situation. Do we have more questions? If not, this is all. I just want to congratulate our youth team. They had a nice victory, 3-1, and I want them all the best. And no dilemma that they will make us happy again, and to play in the spring in the Champions